In Lagos, where wealth can bury sins and power can silence truth, Dr. Amanda lived as a woman adored by society. She was elegant, successful, and respected, a therapist to the city's most powerful people. But her perfect image was only a mask. Behind the fine clothes and flawless smile, Amanda lived in a prison. Her husband, Chief Kelvin, was a man drenched in money and menace. To the world, he was a businessman and philanthropist. In reality, his fortune came from cybercrime, scams that stretched across borders, and silence purchased with blood. Amanda knew. She had always known. Yet she played the loyal wife, applauding him in public, enduring him in private. But fate is a trickster. One day she met David. He had nothing. No power, no wealth, not even proper shoes. He was poor as dust, yet his eyes held something Chief Kelvin could never buy: honesty. He was kind, gentle, and painfully human. For a woman who had lived too long with wolves, David was light in her darkness. Their affair began quietly, a secret she guarded with her life. She found in him laughter, warmth, and the simple joy of being seen. For the first time in years, Amanda felt alive. But in Lagos, secrets have short lives. Chief Kelvin discovered them. His pride was wounded, his rage unending. He swore to crush David, to erase him as though he never existed. Amanda wept, begged, and promised obedience, at least to Kelvin's face. But deep inside, her mind was already playing a different game. Weeks later, tragedy struck. News spread across the city. Dr. Amanda was dead. Some said it was an accident. Others whispered overdose. A few muttered suicide. Chief Kelvin wore his black attire, received condolences, and sighed with relief. His wife's betrayal was buried, his reputation safe. But David did not share in the mourning. He was dragged into court, accused of obsession, of violence, of murder. Evidence piled against him, forged notes, planted receipts, digital trails no poor man could deny. He screamed his innocence, but the gavel was death. David was sentenced, and the prison swallowed him whole. The city moved on. Amanda was gone. Or so they believed. Far away, in a quiet apartment under a false name, Amanda was very much alive. Her death had been her masterpiece, the ultimate therapy session she conducted on the world. Chief Kelvin thought he had won, but he was living in a play she had written. David thought he was abandoned, but he was the sacrifice she needed to protect their love. One night, as she watched the news of Kelvin smiling at a charity event, Amanda whispered to herself, "The action that built the virtue is the same that proves it. To love is to risk everything, but to outwit love is to preserve it." She had already sent files, encrypted and damning, to those who hunted Kelvin. It was only a matter of time before the empire he built with greed became the chains that dragged him into prison. Until then, Amanda waited. A ghost with breath, a widow who was not dead, a wife who had betrayed her husband and her lover to save herself and them. When David finally walked out of prison, scarred but free, she would be waiting. And then, perhaps, the story would end. But for now, Lagos only remembered her as a tragedy. Kelvin celebrated a false victory. David carried a false guilt. And Amanda? Amanda carried the truth.